What's up YouTube and welcome to another Mogwai special, this time taking on a Patriot deck with some interesting tech choices and some cool control elements. What makes this deck unique is that it pretty much only plays cards with very low base power values and it then tries to boost those up with Bast as well as Valkyrie. And Valkyrie is also a very good control tool in the current meta, hitting the Shuri matchup quite hard and also being able to get rid of a lot of tall stuff on Thanos' side. Besides that, we also have Iron Man as an additional steroid power boost, and we already play Mystique in this to be able to copy Patriot or Blue Marvel, so Iron Man is another great alternative target for Mystique's ongoing copy effect. Besides that, we play Debrii as an additional clogging and board control tool. This can be super useful for clogging up a Lockjaw location of a Thanos deck, and we play a bunch of cheap cards that also allow us to spread into all three locations at once. Mysterio and Squirrel Girl, of course, some of the most prominent actors here. The Hood is also super duper good if it gets hit by a Bast buff, and the Demon of course still receives the Patriot buff. And it's nice to be playing a bunch of one-cost cards here because it smoothens out our mana curve or energy curve very nicely, because on turn 4 we'll often be playing a 3-cost card alongside another 1-cost, and on turn 6 we also don't run any natural 6 costs, so we'll play one of those 5 costs alongside another 1-cost. If you want to play some other tech choices, maybe try out Shang-Chi or Arrow or whatever you like, you can definitely cut either Misty Knight or Squirrel Girl from this. Those felt like the most optional slots, but I'm sure a lot of people will also ask, what if I don't have Bast and Valkyrie? Well, I'd say if you're just missing one of the two, you could replace that with one of the previous options I mentioned. If you're missing both of them, that kind of defeats the purpose of the deck. I would rather default to a classic Patriot list, and if you don't know what that looks like, I got one exactly right here. This is almost a stockpile Patriot list. I personally attacked an Arrow over Khazar, but you could easily make that change again. You can play something like Shang-Chi for the current meta. You can also attack in something like Squirrel Girl over Mr. Sinister. It has a bit of flexibility as well. But all the gameplay in this one is gonna be on the more exciting Mogwai deck, so stay tuned for some sweet gameplay highlights. That's a Thanos player. Yeah, faced them quite a lot. Key. Ooh, hi there. It's good for us and bad for our opponent. Wrong scene, good point. Do we snap turn 1? This might be very ill-advised, but... No, I think the snap is fine. It's just, whenever you see like your opponent play a Thanos deck, you gotta downgrade your EV, your chances of winning. Put them a bit lower than you usually would. Should be fine. Slightly scared of board space issues. Let's go middle or right. Let's go right. No Lockjaw yet, and no Quinjet. Okay. Please don't be a stupid location. It's kind of stupid. It benefits our opponent quite a lot. We are probably getting leeched, and we... Ooh, just in the nick of time. Ooh, I'm not too happy about filling up these locations already. I could just not play Squirrel Girl, right? Otherwise we're way too clogged. And it's much too easy for our opponent to play against us. Okay, they just played pure skill on turn 4. See if we can do anything against it. Devil Dinosaur. So Valkyrie does not help a lot there. Wait, I've literally never played Valkyrie. How does it work with Dino? How does it work with these? I would assume they would stay at 3 and then still get the Patriot buff though. I actually have no idea how Valkyrie works. I'm gonna move Dino. Probably. But like, what can we do about it? We could move this. Get another buff here. It's the highest power output we can get, I think. Order it? Yeah, order. Good point. Missed out 2 power left side. Didn't matter. Never punished. Right. Oh, I again forgot the deck graphic. Can I leave without... Yeah, I'll get it later. I think with the curve we have, we keep Squirrel Girl as a combo piece for later on. And also to not show information to our opponent. Okay. I'll stick with my philosophy for now. Jug is interesting. Wolverine. We gotta assume either Galactus or some Nimrod Destroy type of deck. Both cases. Onto Debris. Discard? Could this be discard? Buff Nimrods? Possibly. It does look a little bit wild. Okay, that's not good for me. At all. It's not Galactus though, is it? It would be the weirdest Galactus deck ever. No, cards from camp are generally gray. Wave also kind of wrecks me. It's this card. A very weird discard deck. This has to be winnable. 9-11, fuck. Close. That's it, right? This wins. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Because my opponent kind of behaved like a bot. And like the name and everything. I don't think bots can have this avatar though. Although I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the bots are learning. And this is still within the realm of human possibilities. All of the card arts as well as the plays. Like, they were pretty random, but none of them was truly terrible. Schoolboy Shoe. I remember I had a pretty good game against him recently. Oh, this is definitely turn 1 snap. Thanos matchup, so we still gotta be cautious, but we'll get Patriot out in time at least. And they time stone turn 1. I think that's only a good play if you can follow it up with Lockjaw into 2 or 3 stones. I will also say they probably played Lockjaw into the wrong location here. Or rather, the time stone into the wrong location. They should have kept this free to play Lockjaw here on turn 3. Unfortunately, I can't really punish this. I mean, we're fine getting a rock here. Gotta keep that space empty for Valkyrie then. Just Mind Stone, okay. Thing is, now I can't really Debris left side anymore. Or do we just do it and try to steal with Blue Marvel? I'm kind of fine with it. Also good against Space Stone. I think they won't find anything to move Lockjaw to. Nice. Low roll. Okay. It's working out perfectly so far. Oh, they're doubling down, not moving Lockjaw. Makes sense though. Low roll. That works. Get out of here. Fairly sure they can't beat this. Well, they can Blue Marvel themselves. Blue Marvel left. -2 on Dino. +6 total. That is net plus 426. We're adding 9. Tie. We're winning breakers though. Bring it on. Oh, blue marble and a stone. That's actually scary. I think we're still winning breakers, but I'm not sure. Oh! Never mind, I also messed up my math. It's Washington DC buff plus blue marble buff plus Patriot buff, so just demon is enough. You don't draw Patriot, you just lose? Nah, I would not say so. Because Valkyrie is kind of a game changer in a lot of situations. And you can win another location with Iron Man. Just Iron Man, Demon, Mysterio kind of things. Does opponent see the late snaps? No. Oh, Iron Man into Mystique. That's a start. If they play Sunspot, it's probably not Killmonger. I might as well play Squirrel Girl at this point. Tongue Twister. In German, we actually say Tongue Breaker, if you would translate. Oh, damn, the Cosmo shuts down my Mystique. It's definitely Shuri.
I am Iron Man.
So Dream Dimension scuffs them really hard, which is great for us. I should snap this. Because we'll also be able to go like Hood and then Valkyrie left side. Just sucks if Valkyrie gets pulled by Grand Central. Iron Man. Okay, so Mysterio we would have to preserve for the final turn, which we can't play because our final turn plays Valkyrie. Gotta be patient. Need to drop Prio. I mean, we won't have Prio this game with the playlines we're taking. I guess we gotta dodge arrows there. Okay, Patriot is not good right now. Will be once I drop Mysterio though. The question is it Patriot or is it just straight up Demon? No, I won't have time for Mysterio, but if I go Patriot now I can still Valkyrie and Demon next turn, so this is better. It's kinda weak. Oh no! Oh, okay. I actually thought this would unfold differently. Their only arrow space is right. We'll do this for sure. Should just win, right? What I could do is kinda... Is that enough? Boss goes to Grease. No, it's not enough. I feel like this should win. Space management, let's go. That was oddly satisfying, very strategic.
Victory.
Happy Friday. Did I ever try to ramp with Magic Wave so you'll be able to Mystique on onslaught so you're paid? Yeah, I did that back in the days. It's good when it pops off, but I feel like overall it's slightly worse than just the regular build. So you're saying it's a mirror. Want to maximize Mirror Island value. Later on, it's probably just Iron Man left. Would carry completely. Snappable. Like matchup wise and start wise, it's okay, but we still need 1 or 2 good draws. I think that qualifies as a good draw. that sucks. Debris top deck. Fairly sure Misty copies Iron Man here. The issue is we're not getting a lot of power middle. I can't really do it, can I? Probably just this after all. Kinda has to go middle though for board space reasons, and then we have Iron Man. Win middle if you top deck Valkyrie, also a good point. Where do we put Iron Man? Like this should just win. Wasp is at 7. Like Iron Man has more value on the right side, but my opponent also knows it. Kinda hard to say. Okay, GG's. Yeah, my opponent's only staying if they have Patriot here. Patriot flips the left, but then with 3 mana left, it's hard for them to also win one of the other two. So there's a close call, but maybe retreat would have been a bit better. Depends on if you had a Driftmarine Stone to draw to. They didn't have... Power Stone was the last stone left in the deck. They had 4 on board and sacrificed 1 to Vormir. Good opening hand. Do we just snap on turn 1? This feels bonkers, but I don't know. Like, it feels so weird to snap turn 1 into a Thanos deck. That blows. We don't have a single 6-cost card. We'll be very starved for space. What did Sokovia discard? I think Mr. Sinister. I didn't pay attention what it discarded on their side, and my deck tracker is currently bugged. Hello, Leech. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. We're winning this, though. They lost Shang. Okay, Shang is not very important in this matchup. Not a big fan of already filling up this lane, but also my opponent can probably only play into middle the final turn. So losing this now is fine, because we're probably... Actually, it's not fine, is it? We have to hold here. No! Oh, you're telling me we just top deck the perfect card to still have a shot at winning this. What do we lose to? Blue Marvel plus Power or Soulstone. Good job, Blue Marvel. With Bast, we are not even losing that. Because Bast gets buffed by these two right now. Magneto middle pulls... Magneto middle wins for them. Pulls these two out. Ah, they always have it. They always freaking have it. But same situation, just needed 25% equity in this game, 25% chance of winning. But this time, they only drew 11 of their 18 cards. And yes, like them not having drawn stones early on makes it a bit more likely they have their top end cards in hand instead. But it's a risk we can very easily take. Like we can confidently say this was the right decision. Especially considering they actually had Chavez in deck. So they only drew 10 out of 17. It's actually very basic poker maths, but a lot of players who have never been affiliated with poker really struggle with it. I think we want Bast gone. Can you say you put into when you would lose 8 on the loss? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. I'm just referring to last game. If you're in a situation where like you already invested 4 cubes on the final turn and the game asks you to put in another 4, then you're investing 4 cubes to win a total of 16. The exact same ratio. Symbiote. Oh, that's actually nice. We want the Mysterio with a card text to go left. And Squirrel Girl with a text and Debris with a text, and everything is gonna go left. If they leave, that actually only helps since it just adds cubes to the equation for you. No, that only applies to if they leave early. On a turn 6 decision, it actually worsens your odds a bit. Because sometimes you will be paying 2 cubes to only win 6 instead of 8. And then you would actually need 33% equity to stay in it. I might make a dedicated video on this at some point. I feel like that's a very important topic that that almost no one covered yet. I think I like Debris the most right now. We're not getting leeched this turn, so we can still Patriot Squirrel Girl next turn. And this makes their Lockjaw a bit more clogged. Okay, so we can definitely get leeched now. Time to get out the Patriot. Zoop, zoop. And we're happy with clogging this up because, well, 2 reasons. A, like Symbiote, of course, and B, we're actually fine with getting leeched now because we will most likely draw off of Asgard. Blue Marvel. Okay. Shit, did I misorder? Did I play Patriot first and then Squirrel Girl? I'm almost sure I did. Amateur streamer. But in this case, we still have Iron Man and Mystique. I should put Iron Man right side this turn to dodge a potential arrow. Nailed it! I dare say this looks like a W. Why real Mysterio on Clintar? Because we want Mysterio to turn into a card without text. Like after we play Bast, he has 3 power either way, no matter if it's an illusion or not an illusion. But if we do find Patriot, the illusions are actually going to be 5 power. So we want the real Mysterio to turn into a card with no text. How long until Thanos decks swap one of their cards to Enchantress to just screw our decks like this? Yeah, it's a very easy tech. And if the meta does become too much of this kind of stuff, they'll surely do it.
I am Iron Man.
Shang? Oh, they don't have enough mana for this. Enough energy. That got scary there for a second. Soulstone mid and Shang left. And a third big card. And they're in the running for this.
Victory.
I guess they didn't really have enough energy to pump all of that out. GG's. Turn 5 should have been Sinister and Squirrel. Maybe. But then we never have energy to play both Valkyrie and Iron Man. So it's a bit of a pick your poison situation. This is gonna be fun. I would like to have your Titania, good sir. We can actually steal their Titania permanently if we rock them. Question is Titania even big enough? And I need Valkyrie still. I had Valkyrie in hand, we could definitely snap. Oh, thank you. Guess it's this. Okay, they're playing a big card middle, which means they're getting Titania back. I won't have a play for the last turn. Was this Mystique or Blue Marvel? Valkyrie top deck! There's a chance we even win without Valkyrie. Okay, we gotta do the maths here though. Play Mystique. Mystique is gonna be at 4, 6. Oh, wait. Red Skull buffs this. So Titania comes back. They are at exactly 33. We'll be at, let's see, about 11, 16, 23, 24, 25. So if they have Taskmaster, we're gonna win one of the side lanes and middle. 8 behind. Probably gotta call it an L here. Ah, this is so close! If they don't have Task, we win easily, that's the thing. And they should not be able to catch up on the sides. I think. I didn't do the full maths.
Victory.
Whew. Okay. This is a good example of where it's worth to take a calculated risk. Keep in mind it was the same calculation as earlier on. We only need to win 25% or more of the time to justify staying in this game. By default, like, there was no tell yet that our opponent surely had Taskmaster in hand, right? By default, they only drew 9 out of the 12 cards in deck. So there's a 25% chance that they didn't draw Taskmaster yet. And then if Taskmaster is the only card that beats us, we're already fine with staying in this. I think with this hand we can actually skip turn 1. Get a bit greedier with the Bast buff. It's not a Thanos deck. Grey Agent. Sus. Not the kind of hand we were hoping for, that's for sure. So they stole either Blue Marvel or Valkyrie. Ooh. Ooh, now it's spicy. Do this, and then we can still either Iron Man right side or Valkyrie left. Order. Order, please, Lobster. The other play would have been Wasp Iron Man mid. Keeps a different type of Mystique open. I feel like they're playing Blue Marvel here. Could also play both of them left side. A bit less... It's a bit worse for tiebreakers, but it's a bit better if they go for a Valkyrie play. But we beat Valkyrie anyway. I think this should work. Another dino. Nothing that generates cards. That was an evil, nasty, filthy tech choice. Well, I tried. Why do bots retreat? Because they're evolving. They're learning. They're ever evolving up against a Thanos deck. We'll get Patriot out in time. I personally like a snap here. The real Mysterio is potentially going to be the smallest at the end. Okay, I'm glad we already have some power here. Show me the leech. Our opponent can't Shang-Chi here, so I don't mind playing the demon. Oh. Oh. Good thing that we clogged them up here. That was huge. We could go two routes here. I think it's Blue Marvel and then Iron Man, right? Oh, wait, that won't work. Oh, well, in that case, it's just Iron Man, isn't it? It's kind of impossible for us to lose the right side. We just gotta secure the middle. Blue Marvel mid would be 9 power. It's also about guaranteed to win. They can't arrow this turn. I think I like Iron Man more. Feels like the safer play. Pass? It's never pass. Oh, Blue Marvel is kind of Gucci as well though, isn't it? Nah, let's go with the safe play. We don't get wrecked by a random. But they can't play Blue Marvel. They can't really play a lot here. GG's! Well-timed Debrii for the victory.
Victory.
Great location setup for us. Great opening hand. We want to snap before we show them we can take advantage of Washington, D.C. Ooh. Oh, high mark. So mana efficiency would be Blue Marvel Debrii. Slightly greedier play is Blue Marvel Bast. Oh, Debrii Blue Marvel. I messed up ordering again. I really gotta keep that in mind. Ooh, okay. We dodged the worst part. Kind of baited out the Enchantress early, which is great. So Mystique goes left? It's a bit weird. Not sure if it's left or right. Both kind of make sense. Well, that makes it easier. Looks like a Spectrum deck, doesn't it? But Enchantress? I don't know. Weird brew by our opponent.
I am Iron Man.
Fair. Kind of optimistic that that would win. Take those. I love the failed Captain Marvel animation. Somehow I appreciate that they added it. Like, nice effort.